Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, this is Spaguyver's Garage, and I know it's been a little while since I posted anything, and there's a good reason for that. I am not currently in the US. I've been out of the country going on 3 weeks now. I was in Sweden for a little while, then I went to the UK, and now I am in Germany. And I decided while I was out here, I would go ahead and rent a decent vehicle. And so figured since I was in Germany, I'm actually in Stuttgart, which is the home of both Porsche and Mercedes. But I'm in neither one of those. While I'd love to be renting a 911 or a GT3 RS or something along those lines, that wasn't really in the cards for this trip. Maybe next time I come out here, and I will be out here in Stuttgart several more times. But for this trip, I decided to get a BMW, and so let's check out what it is that I decided to get. Now this isn't going to be your typical car review type video, because you know, I find that a lot of those car reviews are pretty boring. Going through the specs, talking about everything. But this car does have a little bit of a similarity to my Supra in that it has the B58 engine. And so there will be some talk about really how it compares to the Supra, and you know, which has pluses and minuses that I like or dislike with each one. But really, the heart of this video is where we're headed. So I'm headed right now out to the Autobahn. There's a stretch, it's about a 10-kilometer stretch, that's right near the airport here in Stuttgart that has no speed limit. And so that's where we're going. That's where things get fun. All right, so we got to a little over 250, and I think this thing will do about 260. It depends on which site you actually believe what the top speed is. But I've seen somewhere between 250 and 262 as the top speed listed. I would have liked to have enough room, enough road ahead of me to keep this thing going and see what we could have hit. A little over 250 is still pretty good. But let's, I would have liked to have seen if we had gotten up to 260. Let's talk about some of the differences between this and the Supra. Like I said before, they both have the B58 twin scroll turbocharged engine. And so, same power numbers, 382, 364 stock. Now, getting in this, I was not impressed with the power and the punchiness of it. And I think that's because driving my Supra, it's not stock anymore, and so it's not pushing those numbers. It's pushing quite a bit more. So there was that. Also, this is xDrive, so it's all-wheel drive, which does change things significantly and give this it robs some of the power, but it also gives it that grip. And so on that launch, you can see there was no wheel spin. It was just go, all go. And so this thing has a listed 3.8. I don't have my Draggy with me, but using my phone and the app that I had on there, I logged a 3.6, I think it was a 367. Now it's not completely accurate, but that's what I got on that. So pretty cool that it was able to do that. Stereo system. This blows the freaking Supra stereo away. The sound system in here is so much better. The highs are crisp, the lows are deep and boomy. Just great. The actual sportiness of the two cars, the Supra, hands down, kicks this one's ass. This thing just does not feel nearly as sporty. I've got it in Sport Plus, traction off, and because it's all-wheel drive, you can't do anything to really get it loose or have fun with it there. And it just, while it's got some get up and go, it's just not as instantaneous. It weighs about 400 pounds more than the Supra, so when you combine the fact that I've got a little bit more power in my Supra, quite a bit more, and then you've got more weight here, it feels like a bigger car. It feels like less power, but that's kind of to be expected. Now, I did watch a video recently where Matt Watson from CarWow put this up against a brand new M4 Comp and an older M4 Comp, and off the line, this thing absolutely destroys them. But about halfway down the quarter mile, both of the comps come by. This thing logged a 12.1 quarter mile when he ran it, and that's on an unprepped surface, so not a bad time. I think that if you were on a prepped surface, you might be able to get it just slightly slower. I don't think that he really had any wheel spin problems, but that's kind of what you get from it. Overall, it's a fun car. It's a good car. It's not nearly as fun as the Supra. Oh, and it's still quick enough to get you in trouble, because I did get a ticket day one driving this. Came around a corner and didn't know that there was going to be a traffic camera. A lot of the roads out here are enforced by traffic cameras, and so yeah, I'm not sure how expensive or what they actually clocked me going, but it took the picture. I got the flash, so I got that to look forward to when I get home.